What's up, viewers, subscribers, and agents alike? It's your boy, Luciferian Prince, coming at y'all once again. I would like to revisit a topic that I spoke upon in regards to critical race theory. Let me tell you something about that terminology, critical race theory. Critical race theory is nothing more than just analyzing the history on how this country was built. They don't want it taught in the academia because they don't want people simply knowing the truth for the next generation. See, this next generation, and I'll get to it later on in the series, they want y'all so confused in regards to your identity, your history, your sexuality, and in regards to the history in which actually plays a part in this whole so-called New World Order. I'll tell y'all something. They're playing with y'all, and they're doing it with the specific intent to mislead y'all and deceive y'all, to lead you down the path to you not knowing exactly what took place in this country. But I'm here on my channel doing what I do to make sure that you know specifically that what I'm saying in regards to history is very true, that you can draw the parallel between the narrative so you can do your own research and read up on stuff. Now, this right here is talking about the Osage Indian murders. And this is basically a land grab that was established by the United States government that particularly wanted to steal the land from the indigenous people, to take the land and to rob them of the resources. But they've always been notorious for. It's nothing new. But let's go further. The Osage Indian murders were a series of murders of Osage Native Americans in Osage County, Oklahoma, during 1910 through the 1930s. Newspapers described the increasing number of unsolved murders as the Reign of Terror. Now, anyone that's done their history knows that the Jacobins under Robespierre is pretty much synonymous with just that title. But we'll get there later. Lasting from 1921, oh man, sounds like Tulsa, right? To 1926, some 60 or more wealthy, full-blood Osage Native Americans were reportedly killed from 1918 to 1931. However, newer investigations indicate that other suspicious deaths during this time could have been misreported or covered up murders, including people who were heirs to future fortunes. I'm going to say it one more time. Including people who were heirs to future fortunes. Some of the murders were committed for the purposes of taking over land and wealth of Osage members, whose land was producing valuable oil and who each had head rights that earned lucrative annual royalties. Investigation by law enforcement, including the Bureau of Investigation, which now has turned into what we call the FBI, has also revealed extensive corruption amongst local officials involved in the Osage Guardian program. Most of the murders were never prosecuted, but some men were convicted and sentenced, including William Hale, who ordered the murders of his nephew's wife and other members of her family to gain control of her oil rights. The United States Congress changed the law to prohibit non-Osage from inheriting head rights from Osage with half or more Native American ancestry. The U.S. government continued to manage the leases and royalties from oil-producing lands, and the tribe became concerned about these assets. In 2000, the Osage Nation filed a suit against the Department of the Interior, alleging that it had not adequately managed the assets and paid people the royalties they were due. The suit was settled in 2011 for $380 million in commitments to improve program management. Notice what it said, to improve program management, meaning it never stopped. It was settled, but it never stopped. Now, I just wanted to basically place that out there because this is the history that they don't want taught to the future generation of children that are brought up in their public school system. This is the history that they are so adamant about totally concealing because they want to pass it off in their ideology that they have done no wrong. That's what this government is based on. Unfortunately, there are a lot of idiots out here in society who believe that they're right, but still go on daily within their personal lives going through the same turmoil and the same trouble that they have basically perpetuated against them, and they want to defend their slave master. You gotta be out of your fucking mind. Straight up. And anyone who defends this system or even has an ilk to defend this system, I will tell you, fuck you. Straight. I have no qualms in saying that. The history of this land is all about taking, and never giving back. That's what this country does. It steals, it robs, it murders, it inconveniences, and it socially engineers to make you, the populace of people, perform to its measure. But some people believe that it's just the benevolent factor that we have in society as government today to be the watchdog over our lives. Y'all gotta be out of your fucking mind. We don't even know how many totality, I should say. We don't even know how many people really lost their lives on this continent. Hell, some of our own houses are probably built over graveyards of people who actually been killed. We won't even know it. That's a fact. There are certain native tribes. If you look at a map of native tribes, look at a map, literally. There's certain tribes you probably never even heard of. Serious. And all it was for profit. Murder for profit. They killed these people who had natural rights to the land in which they were born to come and supplant it by implementing a falsified government over the native indigenous people, and then make those native people subject to their laws and their statutes, their codes, their rules, and their regulations. That's fucking theft to the highest degree. And according to their same legal system, there is no statute of limitation on murder. But what do people do? Nothing but complain to the same government that's going to keep taking and keep robbing and keep pillaging and plundering. And especially to a lot of you melanated people that's out there. Some of y'all still believe y'all descendants of slaves. Y'all still believe that myth. Y'all still believe it. They taught you that in school. Do you think that this continent will be populated immensely, in the millions, to this day, upon the precept and concept, I should say, that everybody came over here on some rickety ass boats, but the natives were still here? And then that would have meant they would have been the majority of the populace. Europeans would have been the minority, which they still are on this continent, funny to say. And then the majority of people of color are still here on this continent. Let that sink in. The reason that reparations will never happen is because America will have to reveal to the population that they lied about slavery. It's the same thing as in South Africa. Some Dutch motherfuckers came and they told the majority population, this is the way it's going to be, according to our government. But these were people who actually were native to the land, who actually had to abide by a supplanted governmental rule. What the fuck's the difference between America? There isn't one. So all you people that's going out there calling yourself Negro, African American, colored, all that shit, or black, which is the worst thing you could call yourself, you better understand that these people stole your shit, and they're going to keep stealing your shit. They're going to keep doing it. And they're going to keep doing it until you get fucking tired. You entreat to a government. You don't need to entreat to these people. They're going to keep abusing you. And they're going to keep making a mockery of you. And they're going to keep making mockeries of your children. And they're going to take their land. They're going to take their resources. Hell, they even attacking their sexuality nowadays. When's enough going to be enough? Or have you had enough? I don't think so. Because, as I said before, if you do not acknowledge yesterday, you cannot really base it upon today, because you don't realize that today will make your tomorrow. They want to totally erase this history from the educational system. They want to. But if you allow it to happen, then you deserve everything that comes at you from this point forward. You deserve everything. And don't cry for help, because the solution is before your very eyes. You have the option to change your future, to make it better or to make it worse, because you can either go with the flow or you can make a change. You can make a change by correcting the flaws that society wants to push out there to you, and then you'll be all right. Or you can self-destruct. Choice is yours. But critical race theory is just the analysis of what this country does not want you to know about its past. Some people don't even believe it when I say it. There was a time they used to barbecue the melanated people and eat them. This shit wasn't long ago. It was not. Pick a nigga to eat. So all you people that's out there putting that little red and that little white cloth on your little picnic table, just remember, it was actually a motherfucking melanated person that was on that fucking table. Oh, you don't believe me? Read a book called The Delectable Negro. Read. Don't take my word for it. You'll see pictures and everything in there. Will absolutely fucking disgust you. After they lynched, dismembered, and we all know what the word dismembered means, took off parts of the body and sold as souvenirs, took pictures of the shit, mailed it around to each other on postcards, and then ate the motherfucker. You only understood the atrocities of this fucking country, you'd be fucking sick as what they really did. Took the women of color and used them as experiments and still do it to this day. This is the stuff they don't want being taught. They want to hide their sins, so to speak, socially. They want to hide that stuff. They don't want your kids knowing that because it's too brutal. It's too real. They used to breed natives like cattle. Literally. To profit. If you only knew the depth of the things that have been done in the past, which they want to suppress today, because they want you to believe it's all about progression. We've changed. We're not the same. Yes, the fuck they are. They have not changed. And they will not change. The only thing that changed is the name, but the game remains the same. Straight. This is what they really did. And this is what they will keep doing. As long as people keep letting it progress to that point. It is your responsibility, it is your duty to teach your offspring the correct history. It is your responsibility. It is not up to an educational system or legislature to determine whether or not you learn the truth or not. It is your responsibility. Straight up. Now, I know the truth might be bitter to some people. They may not like it. But the truth often isn't palatable. You got to understand what they used to do to the native indigenous people. They did some horrible shit. Straight. Horrible, bro. I'm talking about horrible. Do y'all understand? Like I said, read that book, The Delectable Negro. They used to eat motherfuckers, man. All this fucking food out here, all this shit growing, they gotta eat your ass. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. I read that book, I swear to God. That shit made me hate every motherfucker that didn't look like me. I swear on everything. It pissed me the fuck off. And see, they don't want a pissed off future generation of people. See, they want y'all gay and compliant. That's why they pushing this LGBT shit out here so hard. They don't want no warriors. They want the masculine man gone. Period. I'm talking to all my gods out there. I ain't talking all kings. That kings die. Gods live. All the gods out there. They want y'all erased. But they know they can't war with you. So they gotta make you this way. You can stay as long as you're gay. They fine with that. I'm just being real. Y'all don't believe me? Shit. Look at all this shit being pushed out here. Look at it. Society is going fucking backwards. And they're doing it because this is a part of their New World Order agenda. See, they're going to stay the same. They just want y'all different. They want y'all to change your perspective on life. They want you walking further away from the sense of the eternal creator and walking into their temporal existence of control. And then they can become gods on earth to control the otherwise profane. See, they don't want you learning about this history. They don't want you learning about none of this stuff because they know it makes a determinative self. And the determinative self means that it's a threat to the agenda in which they want to propagate. Straight. Anybody disagree with what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. That's fine. Great. We're all human. Well, I should say we're all human because we're not. Some of us are gods and some of us are men. So, if you disagree with what I'm saying, fine. It is what it is. That just only proves and perpetuates that the system has totally worked this way and effectively has totally dismantled your consciousness. And there's no need for you to be even watching my videos. You know what I mean? Then there are those people who do resonate with what I'm saying is true. They resonate because they know what I'm saying is very true because this is the way they want shit to be. These people done kill and kill and kill and kill again. How many more fucking lives they gotta take before y'all get this shit? People like, what are you supposed to do? Well, you know what you need to do. I don't even have to tell you. I don't. Drink a little bit of my hope juice. It's chlorophyll water. Hey there. Look at your pee. That right there. That right there is some high quality H2O. That motherfucker good. I only thing that fuck me about chlorophyll, man. That shit, they turn your shit green. And that, I'm telling y'all people, I better wake up. These people ain't had enough. They really want to push y'all to a point to where it even boils over so you can blame it on you. Straight. They really do. They really do want to push you onto a point. What do you want? Nah, man, go get your... Nah, man, go get... Nah, go, man. Nah, I don't care. I don't care.
I'm gonna walk in your
No, man. Stop, man.
Then would you get my stuff? Come on. Tell them, hold on a minute.
Hold on a minute, bro.
Right back.
Damn, man.
A brief intermission.
Hey, look, bro, you get on my nerves.
And Shane, this is brought to you by... It
just ruined it.
And tell them this is brought to you by Arizona.
You just ruined the whole fucking video. This is brought to you by Arizona green tea. Wasn't even made in Arizona. That's the crazy part. You know what I'm saying? Get on my nerves, bro. Get the fuck on, man. Anywho, before I was rudely interrupted, people, do your research, study hard, and don't play, because they ain't gonna play with y'all. That's a fact. You know? As much research as you can grab and garner on these topics, please do. If you have a classic bookstore in your area, please. They sell books there for like about $1, $1.50, $2, $5 top. Some books might go for $20. It don't matter. Small price to pay for the information that will eventually be removed from society. It's certain books I even mentioned on my channel that are totally taken out of print. Gone. And if you don't have it, you never knew about it in the first place. You see what I'm saying? And you need to apologize to my audience for interrupting my video.
You interrupted your video. They didn't hear me until you act crazy.
Man, see what I'm saying? Anyway, y'all. Peace, light, love. Y'all take care. And ages, man, fuck you. It is what it is. I ain't got no love for you. But you're still there watching my channel. So, hey. Keep doing what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, y'all. America, as we know it, the corporation itself, wants to try to reanimate itself. And the only way you stop it is by enforcing the fact that it's not telling the truth. It ain't telling the truth. It's not. And it's going to keep working that way, and the lies and the deception are going to keep rolling as long as you sit back and don't do a motherfucking thing. See, that's why I do what I do on my channel. I don't care how hard YouTube suppresses what I have to say. My censorship or whatever, shadow banning, I don't care. I don't care. I guarantee you, if I said some shit, if I dedicated my whole channel to some LGBTQ shit, I'd be a fucking millionaire right now. I really would. But that goes against my higher moral standard. So, here I am in the deep, dark recesses of YouTube. Welcome. You know what I'm saying? Welcome. And it will proceed. Y'all take care, man. Y'all stay safe, stay sane, and be at peace. Other than that, show must go on. Stay tuned for the next upload.